What do we have here? Holy cow. Do we have another mic to review? Meowdy, welcome back to another video. We're doing another mic. I know we just did a mic and hold on. Here's the mic. I really like this mic. It's white, it matches everything on my desk. Well, it matches my desk. Got the white cable for it. It's wonderful. I'm so happy. The mic stand is white also. Like everything is just so awesome. Have it XLR, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Besides the point. Now, the good folks over at FiFine, by the way, have supplied me with the brand new AM8PROT. So there's an AM8. This is the Pro T version. This is a little bit more premium. It's supposed to be a little bit better build. The quality on the whole thing is just better overall. Not that this one was anything to scoff at. I love this mic, but they sent me this. They reached out and said, hey, we have a brand new one. You might be interested in it. It's got RGB all over it. Oh no. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna see if it's one worth the slightly more premium price based off, other mics that they have, because they have some really good budget mics that are sub 50 bucks. You can get even lower if you don't need a boom arm or anything like that, if you're just gonna put it on a little stand. Besides the point. This one though, a little bit modeled more towards a little bit more professional use. What we have on this one that we don't have on other ones, like this specific one that I have, that I'm going through XLR anyway, is you can control not only your monitor out, so your headphones, but you can control your mic gain with the button, and you can also control your mix. So, your gain, whatever audio you have going, you can also control that through the mic. So you can, in essence, control 3 different things just from the microphone itself. I don't know just exactly how it works. I've just been reading the verbiage on the box and all that good stuff, but I'm very interested to see how all that works. If you're doing any kind of live streaming situation and you start to notice yourself peaking, you're gonna wanna move your knobs over. If you have any other streaming device, you can kind of look and move things over, which is great. But to be able to do that all from the microphone, I think is very enticing. Now, I typically use XLR setups, but one, this has RGB, and I'm a huge fan of RGB. 2, you're not gonna get all the RGB effects and stuff from XLR, so you're gonna have to plug this in via USB to get all the fancy colors and all that good stuff, which it's a trade-off. Don't get me wrong, I really want the colors. And I'm very enticed, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very enticed on being able to control everything through the microphone. So I think we're gonna give a USB a shot this time. I'm still gonna do my test for XLR output, but I think we're gonna run through that first, because at this point, their mics are pretty spot on with XLR. I'm really happy with pretty much every mic that I've gotten from FiFine going through my XLR audio interface here. 0 complaints, love them all. They're great, not gonna complain. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the same for this, but we're gonna do it anyway. We'll go through it real quick. But the main event, I think, is gonna be routing everything through USB, seeing all the RGB colors, and seeing how well the microphone interface works. Because if I can do all that stuff from one hand, that'd be pretty interesting. Let's go unbox this, check out the build quality, check out what comes inside, see how everything is, and we'll get everything all plugged in and set up here for XLR testing. But again, it's probably gonna be just a few seconds. I'm just gonna talk into the mic. You know the gist. What I really wanna find out is how is it gonna go? USB, RGB colors, and all that good stuff. So let's unbox. It's gonna take me a few minutes to kind of rearrange everything. We're gonna have to put a new stand, but I'm excited, very excited. It's not white, but RGB, come on. Colors, I love colors. Let's go unbox. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's the AmpliGame AM8PROT. So this is the upgraded AM8 mic along with a brand new RGB, slightly heavier duty mic stand here. As you can see, changeable RGB lighting. We love dual XLR USB output, so we can plug this in directly or we can plug it into an audio interface. 3-in-1 audio control. That is what I'm excited for. Let's open this up real quick. We got instructions that I probably won't read. I might read them, I don't know. I honestly might need to read these. This might be a little bit more, not complicated, but I just might need to read this time, just saying. Holy cow, take a look, hold on. Take Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at that. Holy cow. That is nice. All right, sorry about that. A little bit distracted, but here we go. Let's do the mic first. This is a chonky guy. Holy cow, look at that. So we have tension on the sides, just like any other mic. What do we got? We got a plastic build, so it's pretty lightweight. Doesn't feel super cheap or anything like that, so don't let the plastic fool you. Obviously, we have some nice diffused RGB lights down here that unfortunately won't necessarily work with XLR, but that's okay. So we got USB-C here. What do we have? I'm guessing this is the, let's bring this in just a little bit closer. I'm guessing this is to change out your RGB modes. So we have headphone/monitor out, USB-C out. This is what I'm focused on right now. That's definitely a touch button. So my guess, I'm just guessing. You tap to either mute or maybe like a tap and hold to mute. And then maybe it is a tap to swap what your source is. So maybe a tap and that's your monitor, like your headphones, and you can turn it up and down. You tap again, maybe that's the mic gain, so you can turn it up and down. You tap again, that's your either like your PC audio, whatever you have it assigned to mix out. And then you can raise and lower that volume that way also. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you can just kind of be, here. I'm hoping you can just have this on the mic stand and say you're talking or whatever and you need to boost that. Good. Okay, but the audio is a little too loud in the game, so maybe you do a couple taps and then you bring that down. That's what I'm intrigued with. Oh yeah, here. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, here is the base clamp for the mic stand here, pretty standard. Got some nice cushion here, nice and metal. The whole thing feels to be metal to me, even this part, so I'm not too concerned with this. Yeah, pretty standard. This is the new mic stand that I'm so fascinated by. Build quality, yeah, it's definitely a lot more substantial. Oh, we have, hold on, look at this, look at this, look at that, holy cow. We have some branding. Oh, I like me a good branding. Hold on, can we focus in? Oh, very nice, very nice. That's a nice upgrade, I think anyway. So this doesn't have the same kind of textured metal kind of paint finish that the white one has. So it's a little bit more standard kind of just finished painted metal, but everything else seems to be pretty good. Definitely, all right, I like that, I like that. Here is what I am surprised with. I didn't really stop to think about how this is powered. So maybe, so we have USB cap and then to a USB-C, so we can plug this in. I'm guessing this is how we get power to this guy and how we can kind of power all the lights and stuff. I don't know. Oh, sure enough. Okay, here we go. I was going to say, I'm not sure how you would change the lights out or rotate them out or do anything like that. Like, you know, change the strobing, the pattern, the color, so on and so forth. But it looks like right here is where we do that. So how exciting. So I guess in theory, I could run both. I could run this XLR, although I wouldn't get the RGBs. I would get the RGBs on the stand. So I don't know. I have some thinking to do. But first, here, let's do one of these guys. Cool. All right, let's see if there's anything else in here. I doubt it. Nothing under there, just some good padding. Once again, packed really well. Never any complaints on the packing in here. All right, and here's everything that comes in the box. We got the stand, we have the, well, it's attached, but we have the USB power supply, or power cable anyway, not supply. We have the USB cable for said mic. We have the clamp, we have instructions, and we also have said mic itself. I wonder, give me just a sec here, give me just a sec. What I would like to know is if we can turn on said lights with a battery bank, just so I can kind of see. I just want to see, man. I just want to see the lights. Let's see. Look at that! Holy cow! Hold on, give me a sec. Let me turn these off. Oh, I like that. That's okay. We might have some problems here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to plug this in via USB. I think I want the lights on here. Do you think the lights will show up if I plug the mic in? Let's find out. I just kind of have to know now. Look at that. Oh my God, how exciting. Yep, all right. I guess we're doing, yeah, I'm pretty sure this made the decision for me. Why is that so hard? We're going USB-C for this. Especially because I can probably just hit mute and not worry about it. I'll have a visual indicator of when I'm muted. I don't have to just look over. You know what I mean. All right, that's enough playing with lights. We gotta plug this in. Oh, but that one though. Where's Rainbow? Definitely love the Rainbow. Okay. Let's quit messing around. We're gonna get this set up, okay? Okay, we're all set up. I really like all the colorful lights. I mean, RGB is just the way to go for me. I like the lights. I'm sorry. I don't care if you don't like them. That's cool. You to each their own or something like that. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, here we are. We're set up. I obviously don't have the lights on right now. We have the USB-C cable unplugged right here. So what we're doing real quick, just because I want to get this out of the way, formalities, if you will, is we're going to switch over right now to XLR audio. This is going through my audio interface directly into my PC. I am recording on Adobe Audition. I just hit record. Just whatever the defaults are, that's all I did. I didn't do anything fancy or anything like that. What I'm probably gonna do if I have to, I'm just looking at my waveform going, but if I have to, I'll boost the audio so everything's kind of level. But other than that, I'm not really gonna do anything. I have my gain set to like 85, maybe 75, 85 or so. And yeah, that's all we're doing. I might have one compressor on, but that's just one of the stock ones that's on my audio interface here. How's it sound? Pretty good, pretty decent. Not gonna complain. I think the big thing that I was noticing when I was testing this out before, we jumped on camera here, is you kind of want to make sure you're pointing right at you, because it's pretty decent. Let's do a little bit of test. So we're still obviously in XLR audio mode, but what I'm gonna do is here. So there's a snap. We're gonna do snap next to the microphone on both sides. So I mean, it's pretty loud. I would imagine you would hear this coming through. So if I had like a loud fan, or like if I didn't have my phone on silent or something like that, I'm sure you would probably hear it. It's not like noise canceling, it's noise reducing because it's pointing right towards you. But let's try right behind. Oop, just smack the cable. So here's right behind. Here, let me bring my hand up. So that's behind. That's actually not too bad. I mean, I'm not listening to it obviously, but I'm looking at my levels, and I'm looking at my lines here also for the waveform. So you're gonna know before I do. I'm pretty excited for how everything's gonna sound. But that's it. What do you think? Let me know what you think. I already heard. It's good. It's really good. It's an upgraded. It's upgraded from what I had before, but what I had before was already really good. Like, I had no complaints about the other white microphone that I had up here at the beginning of the video. So love this so far, but I really, hold on. Let's jump back. Okay, now we're back to this audio right here. But I really, here, let's just plug this in so you can see. Lights are back on. We're gonna kind of get everything set up, and then we're gonna do the USB audio test here in just a sec, okay? All right, we are all set up with USB audio. I'm back on this for right now. What I'm gonna do is we're just gonna hop over real quick. Let's do USB audio first, so here we go. Once again, we are on the microphone, direct out USB into my computer. I did manage to set up the routing correctly on my monitor, so I'm plugged into my monitor. So yes, you can plug into your monitor if your monitor has USB out going into your PC. I would say direct. If that's going into another hub or something like that, it might be worth going indirect. So just go indirect if you can. If you can't, make sure you have, higher powered USB going into your tower or whatever, your laptop. Who knows? Anyway, this is how it sounds. I think it sounds great. It's a good mic. Either way, XLR, USB, either way, it's a good mic. You're going to get good audio quality no matter what. So if you're plugging into an interface, doesn't matter if it's a more expensive one or a slightly more affordable one, you're going to get good audio. No complaints. Let's do just a few tests real quick. Nothing fancy, just kind of what we did before with XLR output. So we have audio going here. Got some snaps behind, directly behind. Not too bad. It's gonna do the business. Can't complain. Just, if you're doing all this stuff, just be careful because it will you'll hear things. So just be a little bit on the cautious side. You don't want to be fidgeting with stuff too much. It's just kind of, if you need to switch over and do some things, do it pretty quick because you're gonna hear it. Then again, it might not bother you as much as it bothers me. So to each their own. Once again, here's what we're gonna do now. Let's switch over. I'm gonna switch back to this audio. So just give me one second here. Okay, we don't need to snap for this one. Actually, here, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. So what we are doing is I am connected directly to the mic via the headphone jack out, the 3.5 millimeter. It's going into my receiver here, and what that's doing, that's going straight to my camera. So it's gonna sound a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird because you can hear just the raw audio. It's not doing any processing in here or in there. So it's just the monitor. You're just hearing what I would hear if I was listening through the mic. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you. Let me bring up some music real quick. Okay. You should be able to hear some music coming through. And let's just say that's what I'm streaming. I'm streaming this game. It's playing this music in the background. We have some sort of cutscene going or something like that. It's going straight through the mic. So I have my audio routing, and I'll show you my audio routing in just a second, but let's go through it real quick. We have the audio routing from the PC, straight through here, straight through the headphones, so I can monitor that as well as the mic levels, so I can hear myself and see myself if I need to. Like if I have something in OBS or something like that, I can see my levels. But I'm gonna be able to control everything through here, so I can do a couple taps, actually just one tap to get into the mix. So right now, we're leaning more towards me. I'm gonna raise the audio just a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate to the other side. So as we go, you should start to hear, sorry, there we go. Let me go the right way. You should start to hear music. And as I get further to the other side, you hear less of me. And you hear more of the mix. So I really dig that. So let's say there's a cutscene or something like that, or there's some copywritten music or something like that, and you need to jump over here real quick and kind of, we can't play that because it's, so-and-so. Then you can just mute it. You don't have to mute. You don't have to reach for anything. You can just go in essence, mute it. You can switch back. You can switch back once everything's good to go. One thing I'm going to have to get used to is making sure to go to the middle, or maybe just a little bit further over here. Just depending. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm sure once you do the thing over and over again, let's start that again. Once you do the thing over and over again, you kind of get a feel for where things need to be. If you look at it, you can see the indicator right here, which I think is super cool. But yeah, I really dig that because you can just route everything through OBS through the mic, and you can control everything from right here. You can even mute. So let's keep you right in the middle. Or I take it back. I want you to hear my voice a little bit more than the music. So we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna switch over back to mic. I can control the mic now from this side if I wanted to. So I have full control over my gain. And let's just say I don't want to hear myself anymore. So we can go another tap, or it's a push. It's a push. It's not a tap. So another push. We're in the audio out. We're in the monitor level. So we can. So you're not going to hear it. Sorry about that. You're not going to hear it because it's turned down, and it gets turned down in here. So then all you hear is the music. All right. back to audio control. Really, any of the controls. So let's use that. All you're gonna do is tap on the mic right here, and then you're muted. Really nice. You have a really good indicator right here. So once this guy's all red, that means you're muted. You can rest assured that nothing's coming through. Nothing's coming through. There we go. So like if you're doing a drink or you're chewing or something like that, or the sneeze or anything like that, you can just do it quick and then come back. Super cool, super cool. Let's stop the audio. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna reach for it. Here, I was going to, but here. Now it's just me. Let's run through routing real quick. So basically, you're just gonna route your output and your input into the AM8 Pro. That's it, real simple. So open up your volume mixer, or you can go in system sound volume mixer. You're gonna get your drop down here, depending on your operating system. So I'm on Windows 11 right now. You're just gonna select the FiFine the FiFine AM8 Pro microphone, and you're gonna set that to your output device. That's gonna send all your audio into the microphone, and then when you plug in your headphones via the 3.5mm jack, you're gonna be able to monitor what's coming out of your PC and what's coming out of the microphone. Input device, of course, is going to be the microphone, the AM8 Pro microphone. So both output and input, make sure you have your system set to that, and you should be good to go. You'll be able to control everything via the mic here by just moving things around. Pretty simple. All right, we're back. Just USB audio. I think we're gonna wrap up with the microphone audio, because I think last time I used this audio, and I am 100% sticking with this guy right here. This is gonna be the new mic setup. It's gonna go on my desk. It's already on my desk, obviously, but we're staying with this guy. I think we're gonna go ahead and use USB audio for right now, just because I really like all the control right here. It's really convenient. I like seeing this guy light up and do all the colorful fun things. I like that I can just mute from the microphone and not have to worry about things. I dig it. I like being able to control things from the microphone. I think it's good. Plus, I do always have that backup right here, the XLR. If I can just plug it in, or not if, I can just plug it in and then we can switch over. Really easy, really simple. I can even just use a short XLR cable if I want to just swap back and forth if I need to do something that requires the audio interface. Love it. I really like the lights. That's probably why I'm gonna stick with USB audio. I like seeing this, especially when it's all darker and you don't have these lights on or anything like that. You just get the mood going with all the extra lights, all the colorful stuff. It's so good. All right, wrap up. Final thoughts. What do you think? I think I already asked you, but this is staying here. Definitely staying here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm definitely gonna use it USB audio, like I was saying. And then I'm gonna keep the backup of the XLR ready to go just in case I need to run anything through my audio interface. So with that said, I'm probably gonna get an XLR cable out, plug it through, route it, everything, and just kinda keep it on the side or something like that. That way I can switch it out when I want to. But I think for the majority of the time, I think I'm just gonna use it like this. So I might not even plug it in XLR. We might just strictly go USB audio, which would be pretty convenient. Then I have two open spots on my interface that I can use for other things, which would be just as fun. But yeah, let me know what you think. You got questions or anything like that. I'm not an expert on this mic, but I can probably answer a few questions if you have them. The colors change pretty easily, so if you're wanting to know about that, it's just a button for each, like that. The arm also does the same thing, so that little button that I showed you at the beginning will change the colors and let them go however you want it to go. Same with the mic. Pretty easy. Controlling everything is great. Really dig how everything's pretty much just a tap and a twirl? Tap and a spin? You know. But yeah, this is staying here. This is definitely staying here. As far as the other mic goes, it's gonna be my backup mic now. We might connect two. We might just lug mics around and do stuff. Who knows? But for now, RGB all the way. I get to start streaming with this. This should be fun. And podcast stuff. Oh yeah, lots of fun stuff too. Like, share, subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. You do you. I gotta go. Oh, not yet. Links and stuff will be in the description if you want. But I definitely recommend picking up one of these if you have the budget or if you need to do an upgrade. If you're ready for an upgrade, definitely pick this up. Okay. Like, share, subscribe if you want. I don't care. You do you. I gotta go.